Welcome to the book summaries challenge of 200 books. We have set 200 book summaries as a challenge. Today we are going to read one of the books written by Donald Sull. Let us see the brief information about Donald Sull. Donald Sull is a senior lecturer at the MIT Sloan School of Management, where he directs the strategy, agility project and the culture 500. He teaches courses on competitive strategy and strategy execution. So let us go today's book summary. And the name of the book that we have today is Simple Rules, written by Donald Sull. Who we are Leader Lifestyle Hub, a unique place for digital leader to enhance and upgrade every day. Let us see the targeted audience of this book, Simple Rules. The 20-year-old accountant with a low movement desk job who is desperate to lose weight. The 44-year-old to improve comedian who is looking to improve his performance. Anyone who does not get up at the same time every day. Still, for those people, this book will give you powerful principles. If you are not waking up at the same time every day, then follow these 3 lessons. Okay. Synopsis. Simple Rules shows that how to navigate our incredibly complex world by learning the structure of and coming up with your own set of easy, clear-cut rules to follow for the most various situations in life. When it comes to implementing a strategy of simple rules, pinpointing the precise decision or activity where rules will have the most impact is half the battle, said by the Donald Sull. Let us listen from the author again. When it comes to implementing a strategy of simple rules, pinpointing the precise decision or activity where rules will have the most impact is half the battle. Dr. Donald Sull is a Harvard and MIT professor focusing on how companies can come up with the strategies and executing them in a turbulent, fast-changing environment. In 2015, he partnered with Kathleen M. Eisenhart, a Stanford professor in management science and engineering, to transfer what he's learned about managing complexity from business to life. The result is Simple Rules, which is aimed at showing you the kind of heuristics at play in some of the world's most successful companies and in nature. After reading this, you won't only know what kinds of simple rules exist, but also how to come up with your own simple rules. So you can decide better and faster when things get hectic in your everyday life. If suppose your everyday life is getting hectic, follow these simple rules and decide better and faster. Let us see the small review. The world has gotten more complex, but that doesn't mean life has to as well. The world has gotten more complex, but that doesn't mean life has to go as well. How complicated or how simple our lives are is mostly up to us. Simple rules offers a refreshing take here. I like that it leaves lots of room for creative flexibility, which really removes overwhelm. Let us see what are these 3 lessons that we can learn. Dr. Sull has identified 6 categories of simple rules as well as 3-step process to come up with your own, which I'd like to share with you in today's 3 lessons. Boundary rules. Prioritizing rules and stopping rules make you more effective. These 3 types of rules, boundary rules, prioritizing rules, and stopping rules, make you more effective. You can become more efficient with how-to rules, coordination rules, and timing rules. To reach your goals faster, create your own simple rules in 3 steps. When it comes to making life simpler, there is nothing to wait for. Let's get to work. Increase your effectiveness with boundary rules, prioritizing rules, and stopping rules. Let us understand what are these 3. There is a Frank Zappa song called Don't Eat the Yellow Snow. This is a song called Don't Eat the Yellow Snow, which has been ripped off and piggybacked on a lot, especially in comedy. A patch of yellow snow is likely the result of someone taking a pee, so you had best avoid it no matter how thirsty you are. Don't eat the yellow snow. Aside from a good laugh, this quote is also a simple rule. If snow is yellow, don't eat it. Which brings us right to the first category Dr. Sull describes about this book. Boundary rules. Let us see what is this boundary rules. This help you make binary decisions. Based on the rule, you can either say yes or no. Let us take an example. A simple rule burglars use is never break into a house with a car parked in front of it. Never break into a house with a car parked in front of it. Never break into a house with a car parked in front of it. This is called boundary rule. Either you can say either yes or no. Prioritizing rules. When there is more than one option, you can rank them, which is very typical approach to simplify investing. Let us take an example. You could decide to save 10% of your income as cash, invest another 10% in stocks, and use another 10% to buy books and get smarter. If you have more options of saving, or if you are having more options of selection, rank it in different format. First 10%, this one. Second 10%, like this. Or first position, this one. Second position, this one. Like this, you can do prioritizing. That is called prioritizing rules. Prioritizing rules means select priorities from your options. Let us see the stopping rules. Just like beginning a process can be made binary, 0 or 1, success or failure, so can deciding when to end it. Like the same way, ending also happens. Having a fixed cutoff point can simplify losing weight. For example, stop eating once you are full, or eat no more than one piece of candy per day, are a lot simpler to follow than complex diets. So stopping rules means decide when to stop it. Everyone can start some progress on process, but after some time they will quit. Instead of doing that, author is suggesting that set a stopping rule instead of beginning a rule. Having a fixed cutoff point can simplify losing weight. Let us take an example. Stop eating once you are full, or eat no more than one piece of candy per day. What all of these have in common is that they help you decide what to do. You need to decide what to do, thus making you more effective. That is helping you do the right thing. The next three will help you with how you are doing things. All these three things are what you are about to do, or how you can decide in these three things. Okay, let us see the next three rules. Your efficiency depends on how well you use how to, coordination, and timing rules. Once you have become effective and are spending your time on the right things, it's all about maximizing efficiency, doing things the best way possible. This is where another three types of rules come in. Let us see three types of rules. How to rules. These are the rules supposed to make processes easier, yet not to be strict. They'll entirely quench your creativity. For example, sticking to a maximum of 3 sentences per paragraph when writing blog articles makes it simple to structure your posts, but doesn't limit what you can write about. Whatever blog articles, if you want to write, sticking to a maximum of 3 sentences per paragraph. Each and every paragraph, maximum 3 sentences. If you set like this, your article doesn't limit what you can write about. You can write on abundant of content. Means 1,000 words, 2,000 words, 5,000 words, 10,000 words. It's up to you. But sticking one rule is one paragraph, maximum 3 sentences. That way, your processes will be easier. And let us see coordination rules. In the coordination rules, when humans interact, things get really tricky, especially in a group setting. But if you commit to, say, always holding the door for people or never responding to criticism with "you are wrong," you can master even complex conversations. When humans interact with each other, things get really tricky, especially in a group setting. But if you commit to always holding the door of our people or never responding to criticism with "somebody said about you, you are wrong," but you never respond for them, you can master even complex conversations. So it is important to have a coordination rules to stay calm, to stay patient, and to never respond to criticism and to act wisely. Let us see the timing rules. Lastly, when you do things matters too. When you do the things matters too, means at what time you are doing the things, it is matters. Will you brush your teeth before breakfast or after your breakfast? Will you read in the morning or will you read at the night? The act of deciding this upfront makes it much more likely you will stick to your guns. Okay, now that's great. You know what types of simple rules there are, but how do you come up with your own rules? Let us see lesson number 3. You can reach any goal faster if you can find a simple rule for it. Do it in these 3 steps. As long as you are aware of your goal, there is a decent chance you can back it up with a simple rule to help you get there faster. Let us take an example. Let us say you want to lose 20 pounds. Take these 3 steps to find a simple rule for it. 3 steps. Okay. First step is figure out the critical action. Figure out the critical action. The components of losing weight are eating less or moving more. These are the actions: eating less and moving more. Diet usually have a much bigger impact. So it's crucial that you don't overeat. So this figure out the critical actions. Second one is find the bottleneck. If eating too much is the problem, identify when you are eating, where you are eating, and why you are eating. These 3 questions identify. When you go berserk with food, where you do that, and why you go berserk with food. Is it the bag of chips in front of the TV at night? Or else is it the fast food lunch that you have at the office? Is it the sugary cereal that you have before going to office? Find out that bottleneck when you are eating, where you are eating, and why you are eating. If eating is the problem. Third step is eliminate the bottleneck with the simple rule. In the above examples, your rule could end up being always eat snacks from a small bowl and never from the bag. Bring lunch to work. Or never buy cereal more than 5 grams of sugar in it per 100 grams. These are the simple rules you can set for yourself to lose 20 pounds if that is the target that you have set for. So set any target that you want to achieve or any milestone that you want to achieve and fill out the 3 steps. Figure out the critical action, what is happening and what is the solutions for that, and find the bottleneck, why you are not able to achieve, and eliminate the bottleneck with the simple rule, like single statement where you can set yourself and write down on every day. As you can see, if you know the 2 or 3 critical places you mess up in when striving towards your goals, you can put out your most urgent fires with just a few rules. Let us see the lessons again in the mind map. We will describe about the simple rules. Simple rules, top 3 lessons that we have seen is boundary rules, prioritizing rules, and stopping rules makes you effective. You can become more efficient with how to rules, coordination rules, and timing rules. To reach your goals faster, create your own simple rules in 3 steps. Let us add some more here now. Let us repeat what is boundary rule. Boundary rule. What is boundary rule? Boundary rules. Okay, let me repeat this. Boundary rules. Binary decisions. Say yes or no. Let me write. Say yes or no. For example, simple rule burglars use: never break into a house with a car parked in front of it. Okay, this is an example. Prioritizing rules is the second category. Prioritizing rules. In these rules, it suggests us to select one category and rank it whether it is high priority or low priority, P2 or P3, like this. So prioritizing rules is select one category and rank it P1 or P2 or P3. The third one is stopping rule. Stopping rules are nothing but many people start something and they will quit in between. To avoid that, set when would you stop of your target. Like if you see the example here, stop eating when you are full, once you are full, or eat no more than one piece of candy per day. These are the examples. Okay, let us see the other 3 rules. How to rules. Let us see how to rules. How to rules suggest you to that sticking to a maximum of 3 sentences per paragraph. Means this will be the rule. Stick to max 3 sentences per paragraph so that you know how to do. So have a clarity on how to, so that you will be unstoppable. Okay, let us go to the coordination rules. Coordination rules is very important to manage your communication with your subordinates or colleagues or your family members. Choose wisely when to respond. So when humans interact, things get tricky, especially in group setting. So always hold the door for people, never respond to criticism. You can master even complex conversations. Let us see the timings rules. Timing rules. It doesn't matter what you do, but at what time, but it matters when you do that on everyday basis. So will you do brushing one time, one day morning and another day evening? No, right? Or one day morning and one day afternoon? No, right? You will do brushing every day morning. So the same way, you need to have setting of timing rules when you do that on every day. So if you take, will you brush teeth before breakfast or afterwards? When you do things matters also. Let us see how do you set your own simple rules. Set my own 3 simple rules. How to set? This is the action step. Set simple rule for yourself. Okay, let us see how do you do that. First one is find out critical actions. What are the solution possible ways to find out you are achieving target? Second one is find the bottleneck, and third step is eliminate the bottleneck with simple rule. This is what we have seen in the previous lessons. Okay, find out critical action, find the bottleneck, and eliminate the bottleneck with the simple rule. So here we have taken lose 20 pounds, and eating less and moving more is the action step. Bottleneck is like when you are eating, where you are eating, why you are eating. And elimination includes like bring lunch to work, always eat snacks from a small bowl, never buy cereal more than 5 grams of sugar in it per 100 grams. Like this, you can create your own simple rules with the help of these 3 steps, and set your own simple rules, at least 2 or 3 per this day, so that you will have that complete focus and complete grip on yourself. Thank you so much. See you in another book summary another day. Until